In the YouTube algorithm, the people are represented by three separate yet equally important groups: the one that creates, the one that views, and the one that just can't help but react. Under Title 17, I am a member of an elite squad, also known as the Special Viewers Unit. These are the archives.
So I'm going over here to JustSayin Bistro. Look at my friggin' hair. I'm scared. I don't want to get out. I gotta put my mask on. Oh, there's lipstick on it. When your mask doesn't cover your double chin. Oh well. Ha! Oh, it smells! My mask smells! Pew! Or maybe that's my breath. I don't even know anymore. Okay, I'll be back. Oh! You bees are still here? Anyways. Hi! That's where I was. JustSayin Bistro. Heart of Wellington. Hintonburg. Okay, I don't know where I'm going, so we're gonna have to figure this out, and my car might break down. So I picked up my food now. It's a really nice place. We used to go eat there, my friends and I. My imaginary friend. Oh yeah, I took my happy pill today. I can't wait to eat. I should have eaten one of my appetizers. I definitely picked up enough to have some leftovers for later tonight or whatever. I wish you could see what he just did. People are nuts, okay? Like, people drive nuts. There's just no other way around it. Everybody is nuts. All humans are nuts. There's just different kind of nuts. You know, like there's actual different kind of nuts, pistachios, macadamia nuts. Well, there's different nuts of people, all right? You might think that's a very cynical, grim, disgusting way to look at humanity, but I'm telling you, I sound like a different person on meds. Well, I am a different person on meds, honestly. I just have to accept that I'm mentally ill and I need medication, just like any, you know how people have illnesses, they need medication for it, so. I mean, it's something I used to think that I could just cure with like a couple of, like, a week of green smoothies or something, but no. I mean, green smoothies are still good. You know, and I do have them. Man, I gotta wash my mask. It stinks like friggin', I don't even know what the hell it smells like. Anyway, I can't be too long, guys, on here because I have to save some battery life for when I go to my grams and go in the elevator in case I get stuck. I need to be able to call for emergency help. Can you guys hear me? You probably think I'm crazy. I told you, I'm nuts too. I'm not excluding myself from that category. I have a headache. Why am I talking? I need food. I need food. I'm hungry. I'm about to crack open an appetizer. I'm not even joking. I can't even wait. Oh. And I canceled my gym membership because, I mean, how are people going to the gym right now? Like, how is that working?
My new place has a gym, so. Oh my god, Deanna, you know what? My gym is right over here. I better go ask them if I can cancel. They're gonna bug me. Well, you know, you should have fitness goals and blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm moving to a place with a gym for free. I'm moving to a place with a gym for free.
I'm getting some costumes for my Time Warp videos. Yes. I think like Time Warp is fun too, but I think also just like doing like iconic movie meals, you know, like dressing up like the chick from Pulp Fiction and having like that best vanilla, making a vanilla milkshake and a burger and fries from that faux 50s or 60s diner that her and John Travolta go to. That would be so fun. I don't know, something like that, you know what I mean? I have some ideas. I got lots of good ideas. Yes! And I'm not spoiling it! Like I did last time. Alright, got my green drink. And no! Sham! Yes, 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 yes! I saw someone say that my voice annoys them. So I do it extra. I'm one of those people. Okay! Now you get to look at my beautiful, pale. What's this man doing? You're not having a bite of my stuff. Here we go. Oh, my thing is all dirty. Oh, on both ends. Shit. Well, that's embarrassing. Good thing I have no shame. Beauty bite. Good for them, Jinx. I don't care. Come and get me. If people have nothing better with their time to do, come and get me. I'm eating in my car, breaking the law. Yeah, those spring rolls took me like 2 minutes to eat. Oh. Look at these. Oh my god. They're like chicken skewers with this like, oh, this like spicy peanut. Oh my god. Okay. Look at this. It's a little burnt, but oh my god. I don't like talking about these losers, but people who just like go online and ruminate and like look up people's locations all day, f***ing weird and sad, in my opinion. But yeah, that's not a surprise. People, normal people, sane people wouldn't do that. I may be a fat weirdo, but I ain't gonna do that. The construction guy left. Oh, he gave me privacy. There's a construction. There he is. Come over here. I'm gonna run you over with my walker. Isn't posting somebody's location like? Is that illegal? That's like stalking. You could say like because I'm live, it's public information, but doing it like going out of your way to point where someone is. That's where I was. Siam Bistro, heart of Wellington, Hintonburg. Or like post their address. That's like stalking. That's like weird. I don't know. Might have to look into that. I just can't be bothered, you know. Shit. Yeah, but why would like people even give a shit where I am unless you're coming over here to do something? You know, like why would you care? Like what's the point of taking the time out of your day like a loser? Should I offer him some? I'm just gonna pig out. I'm so hungry. Like I'm pigging out. I don't even care. I have to fart. Sorry, I'm not like keeping up with the chat here. Just let me stuff my face for a minute. This is so good. I thought I would have leftovers, but I'm not sure. I'm not wearing a bra. It's scratching my belly. Uh-oh, I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom. I told you, I know my body. My French lover? I wish. No. Good to see him now. You've gotten fat. You know what I would say? Yeah, buddy, well, the last time I checked, you're in a halfway house, so don't judge my life choices. Like, I'm pretty sure you have your own issues, buddy. Yeah, you maintained your physique, you were in prison. Hard to get fat off prison food. Unless you're doing jobs for extra desserts. Jobs for extra pudding cups. I mean, you can exercise too. Yeah, if I was in prison, I mean, all there is to do is exercise, right? Where'd he go? He heard my fart and he left. He wasn't cute though. I'm not gonna talk to a non-cute worker. I guess I'm not gonna have leftovers. I don't even know what I'm gonna have for dinner later. What time is it? 1? This was amazing. I'm still not full. I'm still not full. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm just gonna fix my... Look at my hair. What the fuck? What the actual hell? The grease actually will help with the frizzies. Oh yeah. Yeah. Need lipstick? There's the construction. Oh, no, that's a different worker. Excuse me. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry I had to fart also, but it's part of life. If I ever start dating again, I'm not gonna be like, go through that torture where you have to break the ice and be all self-conscious. This guy's looking at me. He wants me. These guys want me to. Yep, they want me. They're coming here. Do you want me to talk to them? No way, I'm not. Shh. Go away. They come over here. They see the walker. It's for my grandma. No. Whatever, I'm not ashamed. Never be ashamed of who you are. Unless you're shaming other people. Hard to get fat off prison food. Unless you're doing ups for extra desserts. Talk to them? If I see a guy who's really, really, like, I'm really attracted to? No, probably still not. You know what? I think I'm okay. Yes, I can be picky. I can. Alright? You know? I would rather just be single and have cats than settle for something that I'm not one of those people that's desperate for, like, love and affection, and if I need to get laid, I know where to go, okay? I do have booty calls that I could call. Haven't talked to them in years and years, but you don't have sex with the walker, stupid. Or actually, like a swing, like a chair. Walker sex. Put the brakes on, hold on to it, bend over. Why not? I mean, in the bush, you're going for a walk, you put the brakes on, they're super sturdy, could be in the commercial. You need to bend over in the bush and have a quickie, the rollator brakes got you covered, boo. Got you covered, boo. Yeah, I mean, almost at this point, that food was better than a long night. Oh. Looking around. Looking around. Rayra, whenever the hell I feel like it. Do you know our relationship? No, you don't. He doesn't mind my stuff being in my apartment. So, if he was like messaging me and saying, come get your shit, then that would be a different story. You know what I'm saying? If I broke up with BB, then obviously he's gonna move on. Obviously. That's expected, you know? Every night in my dreams, I see you, I feel you. Hey guys, hey! How are you? How are you? This is a TMI, so for those of you who are new to my channel, too much information, and this story is gonna be way too much information, so if you didn't think I was disgusting before, watch this video, because after it, you will. We have the chips like I showed you, Lay's lightly salted barbecue, they're delicious. Quick and super easy sloppy joes on these. Look at these brioche buns. Oh, they're so good. And I have here some cherry tomatoes in some creamy dressing. This is creamy cucumber, my favorite dressing since I'm a kid. Now, this is dedicated to my big girl followers, okay? Who are sexually active. Now this is during a hoe phase when I was hanging around with that friend of mine whom I went to see Tuesday with, and she had that boyfriend with the van, and I actually remembered something. I want to make a correction from the last story time. His name was not Dave, it was Dan, because I remember her and I laughing together. I know it's mean, and calling him Minivan Dan or Mom Dan Van. Hey, I never said I was a saint in my past, okay? I partied a lot with this person. Like I said, I think she was like, she liked him, but she thought it was extra cool that he had a vehicle, because we didn't. I was a very sexual person. Like to experiment back then. You know this. I've told you my three-way stories, lover stories.
Sure, Dan.
We were bored, and my friend was like begging Mom Van Dan to Gatineau, Hull, I think it was called Hull back then, Quebec, to go to bars. And he was like, no, you know, but she always coaxed him into it. So eventually, he always had that look on his face like he was miserable doing it, what she asked, but he was gonna get later. He did it anyway. And we like blared this most annoying music. Loud, rambunctious, drunk, young girls with this Mom Van Dan guy, ultra conservative. And So we get to the bar. I was still a big girl, but I was maybe like 200 pounds back then. I think I was like half my size I am now. You'll see why that's useful information later. We get to a club. Very crowded, smelly. Like most crowded clubs full of sex-craved people. Young people. Booze, BO, and pheromones, including my own. Decided to go out for a smoke. I smoked back then. And my friend kept taking off and like leaving poor Dan just like looking for her, and like he just looked miserable. I felt so bad. But I tried to be nice to him. He didn't like me because I think he like blamed me for making her go out and be wild and think like, dude, it's the other way around. Your girlfriend's a wildfire. She was before you and she will be after you. Okay? I'm outside. All of a sudden this guy walks up to me. He looked like Eddie Murphy. I'm not kidding. And I'm just tanked, and I'm just like, when I'm tanked, I love attention. Doesn't really matter where it comes from, or it didn't at the time. My homeless lover. Okay, I mean, who here, raise your hand, yeah or nay, has been horny and lonely after going to a bar and getting drunk? Me. Which is part of the reason I'm afraid to be single. I know it has its benefits and everything, but whenever I was single, I was bitter because of those nights, you know? I haven't been tanked like that in years. So, anyway, comes up to me. I almost didn't hear him, but it was like, you want me to eat your...
Okay, wait a minute. Wait 1 second, goddammit.
I'm not kidding. He asked if I wanted him to eat my kid again. That took me off guard, okay? Because back then, I know you're looking at me now, I'm thinking, you would kill somebody if you sat on their face today. Back then I wasn't this size. But even now, if a guy wanted me to sit on it, on his face, I would. I mean, it has happened when I was near this size. There was a period between, like, when I was just getting together with BB, we weren't like super official, and we were both kind of seeing other people sleeping around. Well, I had like another lover on the side, and that was my Rwandan lover. Hey, he let me sit on his face, and, you know, did he die? No. You know, I just figure he'll tap my ass if he needs air, and that's it.
Can I be excused?
I mean, okay. I'm sorry. This reminds me when I was hanging out one time at my girlfriend's house. Well, it was with my girlfriend at her boyfriend. And he just out of nowhere asked me, I'm curious about something. And I was like, what? He's like, do fat girls have fat vaginas? And at the time I was like, what?
No way. Oh my god, no way. No way, no way.
Like, obviously, if we have fat everywhere else, it's going to be bigger down there too. More meatier, you know? And he was like, interesting. You know what, buddy? Don't lie. You wanted to know what it was like to munch on a fat, juicy, fleshy peach instead of licking the same old raisin. Don't lie about it. You're curious. I told you it was TMI. So, I was kind of like intrigued, like, this man can handle a bigger woman sitting on his friggin' head. And no, I don't want to just lay there and let them do it, you know? I'd rather be the one in control, and you can move how you want. Most of the time, men, you know, you got to take control of that sometimes. You know, we started talking, and he kind of wouldn't leave me alone, like he was really interested in me. So, you know, we were like grinding, dancing, even though I can't dance or shit. He was like trying to get me to dance on him, and my hips are moving all over, and he's like, no, damn girl, like this, you know? I was like, what? Sorry.
Whining, we were dining, we were dancing. What?
This thing.
It's dancing.
No, that ain't dancing, Sally.
I dance fine.
You stink.
Anyway, at the end of the night, I hadn't seen my friend and Dan for a while. Now, this guy, like, never drinks because he drives, right? He was like, I don't know how she convinced him, but she convinced him he was hammered. Like, he probably only had, like, 2 Smirnoff Ice or something. Apparently, he wanted to get, like, a hotel room. There was, like, a cheap hotel nearby. And he wanted privacy with her, obviously, because I'm sure he was with her for that reason, just like she was with him for the van. He wanted to get rid of me, and he had a good job, so he had money. So, we got 2 hotel rooms. And since This guy was clinging to me like a friggin' booger. He's like, please let me stay with you. Please let me stay with you. You won't regret it. So I was like, okay, I don't want to be alone in the room. You know, I'm still feeling good. We can have some drinks. And this guy had like a lot of weed. I got to my friends and we were bored and we wanted to drink, right? We're underage. So we're like, let's go to his house. So we go over. We're still on the porch. So that night we went over commenced the beginning of the summer of Big G. His house became a party house. His aunt would tell him, she's just using you. Don't give in to them. Don't hang out with bad people like them. She was right. Just looking out for her nephew. Now, my part in this was I led him on. I was nice to him. I made him think that we might have something. I used to ask him to get me weed. In return for him buying me some weed, I would go in the bedroom alone with him for a couple minutes to talk. That's it, I swear. So I'd be like, do you have the weed? Look, let's go in the bedroom. Go in the bedroom with them, shut the door. Everyone's waiting outside. Take one for the team, we want to get high. Get to the hotel room. Everything is just like spinning for me. And I go to the bathroom, make sure I'm fresh. If you know what I mean. Because honestly, when I'm drinking, I don't want to be bothered to go to the bathroom all the time, but since you have to, like once you break the seal, you have to pee all the time. I would just run into the stall, sit down, pee. I was too impatient to wipe. I would drip dry the whole night, so I'm like, I gotta make sure I'm fresh.
Oh, we know you drip dry too. You know how we know? Because you come out of the toilet with that one little wet spot right there.
By the time I get out of the bathroom, and I was a bit like nervous because I don't know, I just had a gut feeling about this guy. Like if he's that, you know, clingy and sexual right away, like how many other women has he been with, right? I was just almost like, didn't even like, it was just like an instinctive thing to kind of stall a bit for some reason. I was just like, put on the crappy TV and like Maury was on at like that hour. And I don't know, it was like all fuzzy and it was like Maury. And I was like, oh, Maury, you know?
Welcome everyone to my official YouTube channel. The lie detector tests have determined you are in the right place.
And he's like, fuck Maury. He's on the bed, like already ready. Like he's just laying there with his arms behind his head, looking at me with this like big log standing up. And I'm just like, oh God. So I was like, I actually started feeling a bit nauseous. So this is a lifesaver for me. I decided to, this is like divine intervention. I'm like, be patient, it'll be worth it. Playing his own game. And he's like, get your big ass over here. I'm like, just wait. I need to go for a smoke. So I went, I was in a non-smoking room. I think anyway, I don't know. I wanted to get some air. You know, I just figure he'll tap my ass if he needs air and that's it. I'm like, I'll be right back. So I left him there, his wiener in the air, tree trunk. Two drunk girls were outside too, smoking. And they're like, hey, you're in there with Sloppy Joe, aren't you? And I'm like, who? They're like, Sloppy Joe. Like, I'm Sloppy Joe. She's like, wearing this, that. He has a big... And I was like, yeah, Sloppy Joe. I'm like, why do they call him Sloppy Joe? What?
Say what?
Say what?
Say what?
Say what?
Say
what?
Apparently, he's like super nasty. He got a nickname. He goes to that bar frequently. Picks up, he's like notorious for like bragging about how he loves to go down on pleasure larger women until they finish all over his face. Thus, Sloppy Joe. She's like, he's nasty. He'll let you do golden showers and everything. And I'm like, whoa, this escalated quickly. She's like, stay away from him. The guy's a dog. He has gonorrhea. She named off like every STD. She's like, he has gonorrhea. He has chlamydia. I'm like, oh my God. Okay, I don't know if it's true or not, but I want to find out. I was like, shit, how am I going to get out of this, you know? So I went in the room, still laying there, still ready to go, but kind of watching Maury.
Click here, by the way, to subscribe.
I go in the bathroom, pretend to throw up. And I come out. Like, I really don't feel good. I'm so sorry. Like, I need to lay down. I need to sleep. He's like, it's okay, baby. It won't take long. I'm like, holy shit. Like, do not take no for it. Like, get the hint. So then I was like, I started my period too. Now I can see why they call him Sloppy Joe. He didn't care. So I was like, that really did make me want to throw up. So I was just kept saying, no, I'm not, I don't feel good. So I just like plopped down on the bed, pretended to like be falling asleep. And eventually he was like, oh man, this is bullshit. And when he left, he like slammed the door.
Hello? Yes?
I remember going to my friend's room, like totally crashing their party. I just like walked in too. And like the door was unlocked. She was going nuts, like cowgirl style on him. And it took him a minute to be like, whoa, hey. She was happy to see me, but he was like, go in your room. He was mad. So that was the Sloppy Joe. Girls, I don't know if he's still... I haven't seen him after that. I don't know what happened to him. Was gonorrhea deadly? I don't know. Ladies, if you ever go to a club in Gatineau or Hull and you see a man who looks like Eddie Murphy and asks if he can eat your kitty like groceries, just say no.
Hey, wasn't me.